Previously on PolyArmoury.
Where you encountered 7 gnolls standing around, 3 of them engaged in sexual activity, while another one pointed a scry pad. There seemed to be lots of just bowls and bowls of drugs around. A little bit of crystal, some purple worm, a lot of smell of smoking dove leaf.
Thank you, Parkin. Yes, this will make it much better. Thank you. You are truly a friend.
So, with Parkin's help, they go on to make just a really cracking porn film with one really, really good scene that everyone says is just masterful. With the 3, you think that it would be a brilliant idea to just start smacking boxes of traps, because you know they explode.
While this very dangerous box is being messed around, Brilmara is going to start trying to shepherd out the all of these people in chains.
You throw the box containing the blow-up. It hits about 2/3 of the way up the stack and just bursts out in all directions, just this huge gust of wind that blows you back out of the door. But in turn, this has clearly started something, and you can hear things starting to snap in boxes, things starting to pop. You can hear that sound of straining metal. It's starting to creak. There is wood snapping here and there, and all of a sudden there is just an almighty blast that gets louder and louder and louder as it echoes all across this huge warehouse. Mm-hmm. And you're just lying on your backs just outside the door. Parkin. Oh, you've done us such an honour getting us out of there, you and your friends. I owe you a debt of my life. What, if ever you need me, Parkin, I'll be there. I'll be right there for you.
If ever you should need to assemble an army in the future. What if I told you it was a project that involved ruining the day of some rich people?
You like the sound of that?
How do you like the sound of destroying a bunch of their possessions that they feel very, very high and mighty about?
Now that sounds like a wonderful time. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Star Monkey Radio and Curiosity of Epidemics, PolyArmoury. It's us, we're here. Hello, everyone.
We're here, hooray!
Yay!
How is everyone?
I'm good. I'm recording from the place where I normally record shows,
Yeah.
and not from somewhere else in the world.
No.
I'm not having to go, I've got to hush my voice in case I upset some Dutch people. We're busy trying to get high in their hotels or whatever.
I'm recording from a different place than usual, although only by one floor, not one country.
Oh, where are you recording?
In the front room.
Gasp!
McGasp.
Not the office.
So there will be no keyboard clacking in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Clickety clackety clickety clack.
Much
Yeah.
easier to edit.
James wanted to play No Man's Sky. I was like, okay, I'm out.
Yeet.
So, adventure people.
Adventure people.
We have adventures to do.
We do have adventures to do. So last time you had destroyed a factory and cool person not looked at it, walked away. And then you headed back and you were basically presented with some options and a spider.
Yeah. So, of the options we were presented, I don't know how the rest of the party feels, but I've been thinking about this since last week. Mm-hmm. We've got like 2 missions left to do underground, and then that mission that's going to take us up above ground.
Mm.
So my thought is we polish off those underground ones, and I think I know which one we should do underground first, if no one has any objections.
No?
No?
So, last episode, there was something really interesting that the DM happened to say in close succession.
I noticed that too.
Yeah, there was a discussion of spiders sort of glowing with a sort of ethereal blue glow, and then I think a phone was described with very suspiciously similar wording.
I don't know what you mean.
I'm sure you don't know what we mean, but just in case, should we maybe go and investigate the scrytome making people, see if they've got anything to do with these spiders.
I think exactly that.
Well, Dee hates spiders, so
The quicker we can stop them popping up at random in the world.
yes.
Well then, DM, do we know anything about where scrytomes come from?
Well, you know that scrytomes are made by the Braeburn Corporation, and that they have a large office here.
Oh, here!
Oh, here in town. I mean, you're in Groybon.
Conveniently close.
I mean, it's the biggest town. It's the biggest city. It makes sense that
Yeah.
all the big things are here.
I suppose this is like me being surprised that, like, a real-world corporation, like, oh, Apple has offices in London?
Yeah. Next, you'll be saying there's
No.
an M&M store in London. Oh.
Oh!
Other brands are available.
So, team, do you have any ideas of, like, what we do when we show up at this corporate headquarters? Because right now, my strategy is just bang on the door and go, what's with the fucking spiders? Which I don't think will go well.
So you've got two options. You know that there is like a Bramley shop available for all of your Scrytome needs,
Mm-hmm.
and backing onto that is more like a corporate front office with like a reception
Yeah.
and things.
So, I'm going to leave this up to you both. Do you have any plans of attack?
I think we all have our usual routes. Dee would infiltrate. Dusty would probably smash.
Dusty Smash.
Dusty smash indeed.
I think Brilmara would probably try and go on the persuasive route. Like, I think Brilmara's instincts would be head to the front level shop and try and do some kind of ruse. You know, maybe try and pass ourselves off as inspectors. You know, we're coming to do an inspection of the store.
Brilmara loves being an inspector.
I mean, it's a false, unearned sense of power. What's not to love? What's not to love about, like, I feel powerful and I didn't have to work for it?
That's fair. Dee's preferred method of this sort of thing would be something like a customer. I don't know if there's a public market for scry spiders, so that might not be
Scriders, if you will.
scriders.
You're suggesting that you've seen these spiders and you're going to go in and go, hello, I've noticed these spiders that I think your corporation might be producing. I would like to purchase some of these ethereal spiders. Where can I do so? Can your corporate manager help me with this? Is that what you're suggesting?
Oh.
There are
You get to
worse
channel
plans.
the energy of every customer you've ever spoken to on the phone and gone, I hate you, I hate the very core of your existence.
I mean, it's a ballsy plan to go in and go, hey, I've worked out that you're causing ethereal spiders, can I buy some?
I don't know if I would agree to any other plan now.
I mean, I feel like that's a plan that works if you can make it to the top of the, you know, whoever's in charge. I feel like anyone at, like, a shop level's probably going to go, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean, we sell phones. Or something of that nature.
And then we ask to speak to the manager, and we just keep doing that.
And what
Until
time
we
is
speak
it
to the
escalate?
president of the company. Oh, we're an unhappy customer.
You're an unhappy customer because they won't let you buy ethereal spiders downstairs.
Oh, this is
Yes.
actually working out great because Karen, formerly known as Dee, wants something. Brilmara can try and persuade everyone to give them what they want. And Dusty can passively persuade everyone to give them what they want.
Ooh, split the difference down the middle. Go in pretending to be a secret shopper. So that when you're not happy with your service, you can go, I was a secret shopper all along. I need to go report to corporate upstairs about how terrible my service today has been.
Perfect.
I like this.
I mean, that's not a bad plan. The question is, who is going to be the point of contact? Who's going to be like, I was the secret shopper all along?
I think Dee's theatrics can be the secret shopper, and Brilmara can be the secret shopper's observer / mark keeper.
I am the person from corporate who was here to watch how this secret shopper transaction has gone down.
Mhm.
I quite like this plan. What's your plan here, Dusty? How are you gonna ingratiate yourself into this? If anyone asks, what are you doing with the team?
Well, whenever anyone gets a visit from the inspectors, sometimes they don't like their results, and I'm here to gently remind them that those are the results they are having.
I like this plan. It feels very, very Ocean's 11-y. Everyone's got a role.
Right?
Oh
Look at
goodness.
us.
In that case, should we give this a go?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I suppose, like, Dee, are you heading in first, and we'll just like tail you from behind at a distance?
Yes, I shall follow a Parkin with Karen.
Tell us about Karen. Explain Karen to us.
Do you have a species?
Do you have a species? Do you have a rough age? Do you have a voice for Karen?
A haircut?
We all know the haircut.
Yes.
It's true, we do know the haircut.
Soccer mom. Middle-aged? Like, I would think noble. I guess, is there a predominant race?
In Groibon, it's... I mean, there's a lot of variety, but it tends to be mostly like goblins, hobgoblins, lizard folk, gnolls.
I will say, Goblin Karen
Adults.
does have really good energy. I mean, Goblin Karen is a great mental image. Just,
Kobolds, there's kobolds as well.
yeah, just a small, angry...
Kobold
"Speak
Karen.
to your manager!
Oh, yes.
Kobold Karen it is.
Oh.
Karen the kobold.
Oh, I love this. So we'll follow your lead. Lead us in, Karen the Kobold.
All right.
The store from the outside is all steel and glass. You know the type of building I'm talking about. Frosted at the bottom of the glass, and then with like the company logo, not the word itself.
Yeah.
Just like in the smoked glass just above that.
It looks like the story of those fruit-based phone manufacturers.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
They look like that.
Oh, okay.
You're describing
How appropriate.
you're describing
Out of
an
your ass,
Apple
you were right,
store.
weren't you?
Okay. I'm describing a Braeburn store, which is legally distinct, I'll have you know. There is a Braeburn directly above the door. It's large automatic doors. Do you want to head in?
Yes.
Okay. Inside, it's just like low tables.
Mhm.
A variety of Scrytomes. There's a big display of the latest Scrytome S,
Mhm.
which is coming out. They're really making a big push for that. At one end of the room, there is like a bar, and sitting behind it is a pink-haired goblin, and they appear to be doing their nails.
Is there a significant height difference for Karen and these tables?
Yes, because as a kobold, you'd be quite small.
Yes.
So I suppose you're about nose height. There is like a table at one end of the room with like a small smattering of various Scrytomes on a lower table for like dwarves and kobolds and such. Durigal.
Karen will go to the table with the goblin.
Okay. They're still really engrossed in doing their nails.
Excuse me?
Realising that she can no longer ignore you.
This is going to go really badly on her evaluation.
The goblin wearing a name badge that says, "Welcome to the Smarty Bar. My name is Pink." Yeah, can I help you?
Yes, Pink. I'm looking around and I was hoping I could get your help.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
Well, I'd like to hear about this new Scrytome.
Its latest model got like a 6 megapixel camera, which is a whole extra megapixel they've managed to squeeze in there, while still managing to keep the low profile of the original Scrytome.
And how did they squeeze that extra megapixel in there?
I think they've been breezing them smaller.
Hmm,
Still very accurate photographs though.
I see. Now, I have problems with mine right now. It just doesn't last very long. What does the new one do about that? It seems like there'd be more megapixels, which means it might last even less time.
Well, I mean, you can keep using them. I realise they get quite hot. but it's not like they actually shut off or nothing, so, you can keep using them. But these have been developed with slightly cooler systems than the previous model, so they will not give you severe burns, for at least 4 hours.
Well, I've got sensitive hands. Do you have anything to help with that?
Yeah, we've got these cases.
Mm-hmm.
It's a special case, helps distribute the heat a bit more. You might get an extra hour out of it.
Could you show me? And Karen will kind of put her hand up and make a bit of a show about it being difficult to hoist.
Pink is going to huff again, just get down off her seat, and she will lead you over to the small table and just point you at the Scrytomas. She'll wave her hand out over it, and it will go into demo mode, so you'll get to see a vision of the menu. Some words will come up telling you about choosing different backgrounds for it, various themes you can have, the fact that it runs the latest version of Pigimon Away.
Well, aren't these lovely? Now, I've been a loyal customer for so long.
Here it comes.
What sort of loyalty programs do you have for me?
Well, we can throw in a case, maybe. Like a screen wipe if you keep your fingerprints off them.
Karen is going to just purse her lips a little bit. I had heard about some interesting spider things. I was wondering if you might know anything about that.
Well, you're just hopping right to that, huh?
Yes.
Gotta go for the accessories.
I don't know what you mean. I think you mean there's Pigimon. That's the only real animal thing. Maybe you could order a spider or something off of a Scryby.
No. There are the trademark blue glow spiders. I'm sure you know what I mean.
I mean, they sometimes seem to appear around town. Roll persuasion if you want to get any more out of this with your glare. Oh, Jesus.
Whoa! How many did you roll there?
22.
Yeah.
That's quite a roll.
Pink has encountered a wild Karen before.
Yeah, they pop out of the air and stuff. But they tell us not to talk about them.
I think it's at this moment that Brilmara is going to sort of confidently walk up, clipboard in hand, or makeshift clipboard, something that just resembles... It's some sheets of paper with a hastily thrown together pen next to it, and sort of... well done, Karen, well done. Hello, Pink, is it? I need to have a little conversation with you over here about your employee evaluation, if you don't mind.
I'm just serving this customer.
This customer is a secret shopper, and they are specifically here to evaluate your service. I need to talk to you about how you've been with this customer.
Karen will give a sickly, pointed smile and just kind of hum and walk off.
Well, if you walked off, then I guess we're already alone together. Brilmara?
Brilmara is going to go, so, we were evaluating your customer service, and, we do have some notes. There was a lot of huffing at the customer, which is not good for sales. You did admit to the fact that the phones will cause burns after 4 hours, which we really try and keep off of the sales sheet. Additionally, the Smarty bar in this store has not been adjusted to be standard for kobolds. Our customer here had real trouble, being able to see properly who they were dealing with at the Smarty bar.
It really hurts my back if it's down that low all the time.
We had more huffing. We had offering of free stuff to the customer, which, we're the only place that sells Scrytomes. We don't need to incentivise the offer. They will buy them regardless. And
it was only the cheap stuff that we're allowed to throw.
But more importantly, you talked about spiders, didn't you?
Have you seen the glare on that one?
Look. I'm willing to let that one slide. Don't worry, I know how much trouble that's gonna throw you in, so I'll leave that off the end, but I do need to go talk to corporate about your evaluation now. Look, if you we don't want to have to do any more paperwork than we have to do. I'm happy to cross a couple of things off this list if you just make this as easy as easy as possible for me while I go and sort out the everything up at corporate. Is that all right?
Roll persuasion? With advantage, I think, because I'll let you play off of a D's previous good roll and the glare.
And the fact that I have offered to make their evaluation a little less bad.
Throughout all of this, Dusty stood behind Pink, and he hasn't made himself known yet.
Second roll. 24.
She's going to sort of jump back into Dusty and then jump forward again.
Oh,
back
sorry,
from
yeah,
Dusty.
that's security.
Don't mind me.
Sure. Right. It's out the back, straight through the corridor.
No worries.
Straight on through the corridor.
Do you mind if we briefly take your ID pass just so that we have something to put alongside our record of who we've been evaluating today? We'll bring it back down within 15 minutes.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, you're the boss, right?
Yep. Lovely.
And she hands you an ID badge.
Is there an obvious direction that we would head through to the corporate?
She
bit of
has
the building?
pointed through the only door in this room that isn't the only other door in this room.
Wonderful! Hooray! That way, please.
Okay. So you head...
Oh, I can breathe again. We did it.
We did so good as well.
Oh, time
I
for
know.
everything to go real bad now.
We've been real competent up to this point. It's been great. It's been fun.
Oh, it's real fun being competent at D&D, everyone, isn't it?
Sounds fake.
And I'm looking forward to watching this all fall to shit around us.
Yeah.
Are you going to stay as Karen once we're in the back, or are you going to be Pink?
Oh no, Karen will become Pink.
Yeah, that seems sensible because that means that you now have an ID badge that matches who you are.
Mm-hmm. Karen had a threatening pink aura to begin with.
I feel like the question is, do me and Becky, do we change our personas and roles now that we are past the front door?
Did you have any thoughts?
I feel like if we go through with a list of very believably pink things and Pink in tow, we could probably get away with. We got someone else on the shop floor to mind Pink's spot because we need to bring her up for evaluation, and we could probably still make that ploy work as long as Pink can sell being really embarrassed / dejected and like, oh no, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Corporate would be more likely to know if there was a mystery shopper in the store or not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Less likely to argue with, we are here to speak to the manager, if someone's already leading us to the manager from the store.
I suppose that potentially works as well. We could go with we complain so much that Pink is carrying us up to the manager.
So you head through the back door,
Mm-hmm.
and you find yourself in a small corridor. It's not nearly as bright and white and shiny as the main shop front. There is a corridor, a door to the left, a door to the right, and a door straight ahead.
Mm.
Dusty is going to... Would it be perception to see which way most of the feet treads go? Or do you want like a survival roll for...
I feel like that's survival because that's tracking.
Yeah, I guess if you want to track the corridor.
I was gonna suggest more. Pink's probably just allowed to check behind doors.
I mean, that would be the straightforward suggestion. But also 16 to survive the corporate office.
How well did Dusty track the floor?
I like the idea that Dusty's nose to the ground, like prowling about, proper hunter mode, and Dee's just walking around like, beep, nope, not in here.
So what are you looking for?
I'm looking at the wear in the carpet to try and work out where the people with the expensive shoes go.
Oh. In which case, with a 16, you can tell no one with expensive shoes has ever been down here.
Presumably they never go anywhere near the shop, I'm guessing.
They probably have people with slightly less expensive shoes to do that for them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, with that in mind, Pink, do you want to check behind some doors?
If I have to...
We'll just stay out of sight of the doorway in case there's someone in there.
I love that she's gone from, like, Cockney / Essex girl to, like, a Valley girl.
I can't do that.
Whatever.
I can try.
Just
You know how
pinch your
you always
nose.
do that English accent?
No,
You know the one.
no, I don't.
Use your normal girl voice, but pinch your nose while you do it.
I'll go behind one of the doors.
Which door?
Left or right?
I will let the spirit of pink guide me. Left.
Okay. How are you going through the door? Are you just kicking it in, or shoulder barging it, or
Confidence
gently
striding?
opening it, or just, confidence stride?
Lazy slouch, just kind of pushing my way in because I have to.
Living the pink life.
Yeah.
This door, right? Okay, so inside you see like a workbench
Mhm.
and just like a bunch of bits of stuff, like one of the backing hatches where the megapixies go in,
Mm.
just next to the camera.
Mhm.
Like you can see like spares of those, broken cases, some fresh cases.
Mhm.
Obviously, people have been doing some mending on those. They'll probably refurb those parts.
No, insert glowy spiders here port or anything.
No, there's no obvious glowy spider port. No.
Mm.
No port with 8 holes in it for all the little spider arms.
Oh.
No. There's some there's some other scrytomes. You don't know if they work or not, but
Worth pinching one, see if we can get something out of it.
you can pitch one if you want.
Pink will do so.
Add a broken scrytome to your inventory.
I suppose that's a good prop now for if we need to justify why we've come to complain to the management.
Oh.
Oh, then in that case, I'll give it to Brilmara.
Thank you for this terrible broken piece of shit.
Definitely not because I can't find on my inventory where to edit it. Oh, found it, but it's fine.
It's mine now.
So where to now?
The right door.
Okay, so you go directly across the corridor,
Mhm.
and in here you see like a bunch of lockers and like a small table. There's like a little kettle over a stove. You would guess this is some kind of break room. There's a couple of mismatched chairs and a really ugly Formica table. Fantasy Formica.
Fantasol, Micah.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Would Pink's locker maybe be here? And if so, is it locked?
On the back of the security badge that you have,
Mhm.
that is Pink's key.
I will unlock my locker.
Okay, you fumble around with a few lockers, you unlock. There's a lot of skin creams and like some spare hair dye
Mhm.
and like just a value box of nail files. You don't know if goblins like just have a thing where they grow a lot of nails very quickly or what.
I will take a bottle of, you said skin cream?
Yep.
And a nail file.
Okay.
You're accessorizing.
Add them to your collection of ill-gotten gains.
Okay. And I guess at this point, there's nothing left in here for me. So we'll go to the front door.
Go to the big
Okay.
corporate office.
Yes.
So,
Justy has availed himself of a brew throughout the process of raiding Pink's locker.
so you're heading in. You're just holding a mug of tea, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you come through this door behind a desk, facing away from you in a somewhat high-backed chair. You can see a tuft of pink hair over the top. There is a sort of a large curved desk looking out onto like a tinted glass window, floor to ceiling, and the sort of frame for the door and the windows are like brass. There's 2 brass framed paintings on the wall. Both of them are apples of some sort. And there is a plant, like a cheese plant in a pot on either side of the door.
Pink will sigh dramatically.
Okay, the chair spins round, and sitting in the chair is Pink.
Oh.
What are you doing back here?
I want to speak to a manager.
Nobody gets in to speak to the managers. You got an appointment?
Look, we are terribly, terribly, terribly disappointed with the service we've had with your product. Have a look at this scrytome here. I tried to turn it on last night. Blue glowing spiders poured out of it. Look at me being covered in all these tattoos. Do I look like the kind of person who would make a mistake about ethereal glowing spiders happening? No. I know my weird mystic bullshit. Spiders poured out of my scrytome and I want answers.
They poured out of your scrytome?
Yes, weird blue
How
glowing
long did that
spiders.
take?
Literally, I turned the button on, glowing spiders poured out of it. I am not happy with this product.
How big were these spiders?
I can't remember how big the ones we've seen previously
Like
are there.
6 or
Huge.
7 foot tall?
You know, at the time they came out of it, not so big. Eventually, about 6 foot tall.
So they came out
They sort of squeezed a leg at a time out.
and then they got bigger.
Yeah. Look, does weird blue glowing spiders seem like a thing I would make up for no reason?
Sister, what are you doing bringing these people back here?
I didn't want to have to deal with them.
I mean, they're chatting absolute bullshit. And she's going to spin around and hit a button under the desk.
Well, Pink will start filing her nails, I guess.
Furiously files nails.
1 second.
You can hear some footsteps.
Okay. Brilmara is going to run over to the desk
hmm
and cast Enthrall.
What's your game plan here?
Okay, so my game plan here is Enthrall as a spell will force someone to pay attention to me until the spell ends and they can't, focus on anything else that's happening. They can't see anyone else, they can't hear anyone else, they're basically stuck focusing on me.
Right.
My plan here is Enthrall, go under the table so that the pink that's in here goes under the table enthralled. And then our pink can go, sorry, didn't mean to press the button, oh no, can cover. That's my plan.
Okay, do you have to roll anything for that? Do I have to roll anything for that?
The pink that is not our pink has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's not going to go well.
Let's hope not.
16.
Oh, wow. Let me double check. I think you save. Okay, so... No, okay, I cannot successfully distract Pink with my spell.
So you've run round to the desk, so you're
Yeah.
very close to Pink right now.
Yes, very close to Pink.
Right. The front doors swing open, and 3 hobgoblins come charging in,
Huh.
each of them armed with a longsword.
Anyone else got any ideas?
Let Dusty loose.
Dusty? Do the honours.
Ooh, I got 3 on initiative.
19 on initiative.
0.
Wow.
I mean, Pink really can't be bothered to fight.
Gonna have
So
to
much effort.
get it out of character, break character, which is difficult.
I was just thinking that they probably won't be expecting both Pinks out front.
Yeah.
Right then.
I'm gonna kick off with a Witch Bolt. So a ranged spell attack against a creature. Which one of them seems the closest to reaching the party?
One of them.
Does a 23 hit?
It certainly does. Roll that damage.
Okay, so that is 9 damage. And without using another spell slot, I can continue to deal 1d12 damage in subsequent turns. Cool.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That one is bloodied. Would you be surprised?
I am amazed by this.
Okay, next up we have a hobgoblin that is, I'm going to say, shocked to the point where they're going to just drop their sword.
Yeah.
And he's too shooketh to take a strike. So we move on to the next hobgoblin,
Hooray!
who is going to take a swing at Brilmara, being the one that's
Shock.
getting all leery.
I'm getting all leery.
4.
4's not gonna hit.
No?
Brilmara's gonna take just a deft step back, still, lightning fingers at the ready.
Unlimited power. Oop, pardon me.
Hey, unlimited power. Don't be coming here trying to limit my power.
And the final one is going to take a swing at Brilmara for 16.
What is my thing. That's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 damage.
Oh, I can live with that.
Right then. We move on to Dusty.
Okay. Dusty is going to go ham into the middle of the three of them and take just the biggest swing that he can, taking up all of the space, being all of the noise, in the hopes of distracting them from Brilmara. Does 24 hit?
Funnily enough, yeah.
Oh, okay. 11 bludgeoning damage.
Are you going for the one Brilmara's already hit or a different one?
I'm going for the one at the far side of where I started.
Okay, yep. Okay, they are also looking bloodied, but not as bloodied.
And he's going to shout to the real Pink, not our Pink, to come and help us out in the hopes of confounding the issue as to who the imposter is.
I see.
Gotcha.
Hoping you can get some attacks thrown at the one behind the desk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, smart.
This is one that Dee's thought of, but we've done it enough times that Dusty remembers.
Aw.
Okay, and finally we have that D.
D is gonna leap at Pink with the nail file.
Okay, sure.
Is this like a leaping over there screaming, "Stop pretending to be me" or
Yeah.
something?
So roll attack.
Oh, just raw, not trained
Just
or
raw.
anything.
No, you're not trained in nail files.
I don't think I'm trained in anything remotely near.
Well, I want to
nail
see
file.
you crit on this in body Pink.
17 will
17.
definitely hit,
You're
yeah.
pretty good with the nail file.
It's an improvised weapon, so it should only be 1d4.
All right.
But you were going for the eye, so we'll make it 1d6 with no bonus.
Ooh.
5!
Nice.
Nice!
And you've not given away that you have attacks and weapons that Pink should not have.
And we
No.
can now tell the Pinks apart because one of them is missing an eye.
Yeah, literally.
Oh.
Do you gouge right in there, rip the eye out,
Oh.
Ah.
there's dangly connective tissue and such. And she's got this bloody great hole in the side of her face, and she's just screaming and bleeding on the floor.
There.
Which brings us back to Brilmara.
Let's throw some more of that lightning out. I don't need to do another roll for it. I just get to do more damage. That's another 5 damage to the one that is most bloodied.
That one's dead.
Oh.
So they hit the floor in a shower of sparks. Just 2 people incapacitated, certainly. Next up, we have the dead bugbear, and then the other bugbear, the not dead and not injured one.
Perfect.
So that's a 14 against Dusty.
Nah.
Yeah,
Nah, I don't want that, thank you.
don't want that, thank you. Okay. So there's a swing, it's slightly overbalanced, it whooshes past your head.
Can I just ask, am I, as a player, allowed to just say to the DM, "I don't want that," and it doesn't happen? Is that how it works?
If you roll well, yeah.
I don't want that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd rather not have that attack.
So the next one is an 11 against Brilmara.
That's not gonna hit.
Well done.
Unlimited power, what did I say?
You did say unlimited power, I guess.
There are no limits to my power.
No, it's Dusty's turn.
The one that went for Brilmara does 12 hit.
No, just you swing wide there.
Okay.
Too ragey.
I've not even used my Ragey Rage yet.
Pink is gonna pull out her nail file and attempt to stab D in the foot.
Oh no!
Rude.
17?
Yes, that would stab my foot.
It's 4 damage. And you're slightly nailed to the floor.
Ah.
Oh. It's like she's just done with being injured. Oh god.
Can't deal with this. This is too much.
That's too much, right? D,
Too much,
what do?
man. Is my nail file still in her face?
It's in your hand. It's got an eyeball attached to it.
Okay. I guess I would have to stab with the nail file again. Let's see.
Are you going for the other eye?
Yeah, why not?
She's face down, so you're gonna have to go through the back of the head if you want to hit this eye.
I'll just go for the back.
Seems fitting.
Yep, that'll do it. Roll damage. Oh, okay. She doesn't look good. She's got a fucking great hole in the back of her head.
Ooh.
But it didn't go very deep this time. But you sort of scraped
You
across the
didn't
scalp.
impale her limbic system or anything.
No, it was sort of, it went in, sort of dug under the scalp because it just scraped across the bone.
Oh.
That probably sounded really nasty inside her head.
Mm-hmm.
We go back to Brilmara. How you do?
I'm going to throw some more lightning around.
Well, unlimited me some power.
Unlimited some power. Who's next killable?
That would be the one that Dusty's been wailing on.
That's 21 to hit.
That'll do it.
Yep, and 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yeah.
They're not looking very healthy at all.
No, I can't imagine they are.
No.
Unlimited power.
We have the not so damaged hobgoblin, who swings at Brilmara again for 11.
That's gonna miss.
And the very damaged one, but not quite dead one, is going to take a swing at Dusty for 5. It's not looking good for anyone in this room. That is a hobgoblin or an actual goblin. Which brings us to the Dusty one.
Okay. Obviously, throwing a warhammer around in this big of a space is not working out for him. So Dusty's going to grab a hand axe off of his belt and attempt to plant it between the eyebrows of the one attacking Brilmara.
Oh, lush.
Does a 17 hit?
It certainly does, yeah.
It's a monobrow now.
Well, I mean, you've cleft it in twain.
8.
Yep. You swing a bit harder than you thought you did, and the skull just cracks straight in half. It slightly falls apart like an opening flower, but with brains inside and gushing blood out of the neck hole. Yeah, it's turning into a bloodbath in this lobby. It's not as fancy as it used to be. Which brings us to a very, very injured Pink who is going to try and escape, which gives, I believe, everyone an attack of opportunity.
Yes. Nail file. Go. Alright.
Oh, yep, just about.
Nice.
Roll damage. Okay, how do you execute Pink as she's crawling away?
Crawling away?
Mm-hmm.
Dee will go for the neck and just whisper, "You know what you did."
Okay, so like side of the neck?
Yes.
Okay. So she's crawling away, you lunge forward, lift her head up and just stab her straight in the carotid artery. And then pull it out. There's a huge gush of blood across the floor. And she might know what she did in the next life, but she doesn't know what she did right now. Because there is a transitional period. So, that's Pink dealt with. Dee, it's back to you. That was your attack of opportunity.
Oh. The hobs are... How many hobs are still...
2. One of them does not look well.
Nail file.
I was gonna say, I don't know how much this cover is worth, hanging back or pretending to fight Brilmara.
I mean, if you're standing on the floor, it's full cover if you squat ever so slightly.
I meant the illusion of, is this the real Pink or not?
I think it's worth keeping up if one of them's this near death. I reckon you could nail file one of them to death.
There's enough chaos going on in this room right now that it'd probably be alright.
Alright, nail file. Oh no.
That's a miss. And Brilmara.
Okay. I'm gonna continue with that 1d12 damage. Another 5 damage.
Okay.
How smoked are they looking?
They drop to the floor and you can just smell burnt hobgoblin hair.
Okay.
They're slightly steaming.
We can smell what Brilmara is cooking.
I'm cooking hobgoblins.
It's like one of those hot dogs that you've just stuck like a wire through.
Oh.
Just or a pickle, I guess. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da! Victory!
Hooray! They're all...
It smells awful in here. It's copper and burning hair.
So yeah, we're not going to want to stick around in this room. We should probably get moving.
I've remembered my cannibal trait for once, so Dusty's just going to gently sandstorm them up. And at least there's no bodies.
See, that's better than my suggestion, which was going to be hide the bodies behind the desk.
Oh, I'm just going to eat them.
Yeah. So, we got to find a way to get up the building from here, I suppose.
Oh.
Look around. Perception. Is there any clues as to like places we could put an ID card to gain access or anything?
Let's have a group investigation check.
Hooray!
4.
That was a bad check.
I'm very full.
8.
That was a bad check.
14.
That was an okay check.
Now that I'm the one true pink, I'm still back in character and disinterested. My nails look good, though.
You were busy investigating the mystery of why do my nails look so fine.
Okay, investigating the room overall. With a 14, you open the desk and you find a note on a yellow piece of paper.
What does the note say?
The note says, do you have a pen?
Yep, I'm ready.
It says, yellow is the neighbour of green and red.
Yeah.
Purple is close to red. Blue is furthest to the left. Green to the right of yellow. Purple to the left of green.
So we don't know where we're putting this in yet, but I feel like we should probably get the clue solved first. So blue is furthest to the left. Oh, green is to the right of yellow, which means that red is to the left of yellow, because yellow is the neighbour of green and red, I think. So green, so we go red, green, yellow is a combo somewhere in there, from left to right.
I would think it would be blue, purple, red, yellow, green.
That's what I got.
But purple's to the left of green, so yeah, purple goes in there, and then what's the other colour? Red. No, is it 5 colours we've got? So yeah, blue, purple, red, green, yellow.
Blue, purple, red, yellow, green.
Red, yellow, green. Oh yes, sorry, yes. Green is to the right of yellow. Yeah. There we go. Hooray! Now we've got to find somewhere to like put this code in.
So, you didn't get great on your investigation, but I will let you do further investigation if you want to look somewhere specific.
I will leave this to the other 2 players. Can you describe remind us what we could see in this room?
So, there are 2 paintings of apples. There is a pot plant to either side of the door. There is a desk, and there is a large glass window, floor to ceiling, opening out onto the street, but it's sort of tinted.
Now, when you say a pot plant, you mean a plant in a pot,
Like a
as
cheese
opposed
plant.
to a pot plant.
A cheese plant, not a pot plant. No dove leaf growing here. Also, you noticed that the door you came through, it doesn't have a handle on this side. It's shut completely flush with the wall.
Oops.
What's behind the paintings and under the potted plant?
Which are you going to start with?
Right-hand painting.
Right-hand painting?
15 to instigation.
Instigation.
When you say right hand, you mean from the door you came in?
Yes.
Okay. So, behind this door, behind this painting, you find like a catch, and it pushes to one side, and there is a door with a recess to the left.
What does this recess look like?
The recess is like 5 small bowls, and like little lights behind each of the bowls.
I want to investigate the plant pot. The pot plant. The start
Okay,
pot plant.
roll investigation.
14 again.
You find amongst, because it's got like those dry beads on top of it.
Oh, yeah.
Amongst them, you find a purple, like, sphere, like a marble.
Brilmara's just going to sit sifting through, assuming the rest are in here now. I'll keep digging.
Okay, what's everyone else doing?
Pink will embrace her role as the one true Pink and go sit at the desk.
Are you going to investigate the desk more while you're there, or just have a sit?
I mean, yeah, if it comes up.
Dusty?
Left painting. And as he walks behind D, he's just going to do like the tiniest neck scratch.
Adorable. Okay, you find a little latch on the side of this, just like on the other one, and it slides to one side. There is a double door with a split in the middle, and a similar like set of 5 little dishes and 5 little lights behind them, but just sort of tucked in the corner in another slightly larger dish is 4 little marbles. Red, yellow, green, and blue.
Oh, they're mine now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have all the marbles now. The question is, which door do we take? The one on the right or the one on the left?
We don't have all the marbles.
Do we not? There were 4 in that dish and then 1 in the plant pot.
Oh. We do have all the
That's
marbles.
5. We have not lost our marbles.
No.
Pink was busy.
Sure. So, Dusty, are you going to announce this?
I mean, Brilmara looks to be having fun digging in the plants, so he's just going to stand and roll them round in his hands like a little stress ball, give Dee scritches while she tuckers her little self out.
So, once Brilmara's done looking around in the plant, my gut says the one where 80% of the marbles were probably a red herring. Probably we go the direction where none of the marbles were.
Mm.
Unless anyone has any other reasoning or thoughts.
Wait, what order are the dishy dishes in? If the dishy dishes are in different orders, I want to go with the one that's in the right order, but if they're in the same order, then go with what you said.
As I understood it, like, both doors have, like, completely no colours, like, empty slots, and it's up to us to fill the order in. It's not like one of them has the correct order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of them just had 4 of the marbles already.
Yeah.
Or, alternatively, are 80% of them already there because that's the right door?
No, you're second guessing yourself. We're going with your first instinct.
Okay, well, don't blame me if it's wrong.
I would reason that they wouldn't keep all of it at the right door. That'd be pretty insecure. And given that this...
They didn't keep them all.
Yeah.
Kept 80% of them there.
Oh, that still would be pretty insecure. That's like keeping 80% of your password put into the thing.
Yeah, I only put 80% of my password on my computer next to my keyboard. I moved one of I left one of the letters somewhere else.
Then again, Pink is very low. No, I'm second guessing now. We're going in the right picture.
I mean, you do make a compelling argument, but I'm going to leave this up to you two. What do you want?
I was sure that we should go on the right until it was brought up that Pink is very lazy, because that's so true. How good do my nails look?
Okay, let's go with our first gut instinct. Let's go on the right.
Okay, and what order are you putting them in?
Has someone still got it written down?
It would be blue, purple, red, yellow, green.
Okay. So you put all the marbles in the nook on the right-hand side, or behind the right-hand painting. You get green, 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 green. There is a click, and the single door swings inward. And behind the door, you can see, like, concrete stairs just going up and up and up and up.
Do we want to check what's on the other side before we commit to stairs? See if there's a nice elevator on the other side?
That sounds like a great suggestion.
Okay, so you head over to the other side. You put the code in correctly. You hear a bing, and the doors slide open on either side. And you're correct. It is, in fact, a lift or an elevator.
So, I don't know about everyone else, but my gut says elevator, easiest route up. Probably goes to the most, like, populated place. Stairs are maybe a back way up?
Hmm.
Ooh. So we've got the knowledge of stairs. We could get the elevator to top -1, and then...
Does the elevator have options of where we can go? Or is it just single destination?
So there's like a section that's clearly labelled as like offices. Then there's another section labelled senior management, which is like just 2 floors. And then there's like the top floor.
What do you reckon, team?
Stairs would be sneakier.
Stairs would probably be sneakier. Less likely to do a big, like, ding, hello, we're here.
Right, so we go to the top non-management level and get the stairs from there.
Or do we just get stairs the whole way?
They're not real stairs, you know.
It's the whole D&D thing of but you don't have to climb those stairs.
But okay, fine.
I mean, they're probably they've been described as made of stone. Dusty's chill with stone. Stone's cool.
But up though.
Up is hard.
Okay, Dusty's going to carry Dee up the stairs because Dee shouldn't have to deal with this.
Aww.
Okay. And Brilmara, you're down with this?
Yeah. This seems like a reasonable plan.
Does Dusty prefer when D is big or small?
I feel like for carrying up the stairs, small.
Uh-huh.
Any general preference?
Whatever Dee's feeling at the time.
Oh.
Head pats.
Aw. I got a 10 on strength, so I'm assuming that's only an average carry up the stairs. It's nothing swanky.
No bridal carry?
It's a very snuggly one.
It's sufficient to stop us having our cover blown because Pink is walking up the stairs going, oh, I don't want to have to walk.
You're right, this is great mitigation.
Okay, so you get up to the upper management level 2. At this point, Dusty will take 2 points of exhaustion.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Which means you have disadvantage on ability checks and your speed is halved.
Okay.
Brilmara, you take 1 level in exhaustion
Oh, no.
and you are disadvantaged on ability checks.
Oh, no.
Oh yes, you
Oh,
walked up the
no.
stairs.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We could have stopped and taken breaks.
Stairs are the real enemy.
Although Pink doesn't take any exhaustion.
No, it's just been carried, remember?
You're good.
So that passed the exhaustion on to Dusty. So, how are you going through this door? Apart from puffing and panting. You stealthing it? Shoulder barging it? Kicking it down?
Stealth seems sensible.
Hitting it with a hammer?
After we've gone up all the effort of going up the stairs, stealth seems sensible.
Okay.
And maybe Pink
Everyone-
do it because, one of us isn't breathing out of our arsehole.
Okay.
What else?
Also, just to check, is there a significant reason we didn't go all the way to the top floor? Do the stairs only go up to the penultimate floor?
I think that's where we stopped to group.
You said you wanted to go up to the top, the second to top floor, so what do you want to do?
Well, had that been because you were, Becky, initially thinking, get the elevator not quite to the top, walk over to the stairs and take the stairs
Yeah,
to be sneaky
that
the last
was the
little
plan.
way?
Sneak the last
Okay,
leg.
well in that case, we'll go up the final flight of stairs, we'll go right up to the top.
Okay.
Sneak out that top floor door.
Out the top floor door.
Yeah,
Okay, can everyone roll stealth?
Uh-oh.
I can. Oh, 9.
4.
6.
We were not stealthy.
The second you touch the door to open it, an alarm goes off.
Oops.
A real loud alarm.
Oops.
But you are in a reception area upstairs. And you never guess who's sitting behind the desk.
Who is
It's
it?
Pink!
It's Pink.
It's Pink! But near the desk are a couple of armour statues, very, very similar to ones you've previously seen.
Yeah.
Way back in episode 1.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Very familiar looking.
Ha.
If you hadn't seen that previous one, you might have just thought, fancy sets of armour, that.
Yeah. Oops.
But now we
what do
know.
we do, team?
I am fully willing for Pink to throw us under the bus and be like, help.
Get help.
Are you going to lay this all on us?
At least for the moment. That might buy you a little time to be less exhausted, catch your breath.
So Real Pink gasps in shock and sort of beckons you forward, Fake Pink.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, the animated armours spring to life and point their insert weapon here.
Pink, flash your your ID badge so they know that you're you.
I don't think it's Pink that's got anything to worry about right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna scramble past.
So is this the two of us have to do a big fight without help? Okay.
Okay, Brilmara,
Me?
you're up first.
Remind me, these things are made of stone.
They're made of metal. They're like large
Oh.
suits of metal. Imagine a dark nut.
Oh, okay, made of metal. Metal's good. I can do metal. I'm gonna cast one more Witch Bolt, but I'm gonna do it as a level 2 spell this time.
Ooh.
With my level 2 spell slot. And when I cast it at that level, I increase the damage by 1d12. Aha! So, let's roll to see if I can hit this thing, which is made of metal, so I'm hoping it'll be conductive. 14. Does 14 hit?
I'm afraid not.
No.
Nope.
No. Do I get anything on a miss?
Disappointment.
Well,
Disappointment. Okay, and did you spring forward to that, or did you stay sort of roughly in the doorway?
stayed roughly in the doorway, because I can arc these lightning bolts from a distance.
Okay. The animated armours are going to use their movement to get close to you both, standing by the door. You can hear footsteps from down the stairs, echoing behind you. Dusty, what's it going to be?
Describe the room to me. Is it like downstairs again? Like depressing
Like
plant?
downstairs, but there's carpet.
Okay, so like there is a plant in this room.
There is another corporate plant in this room.
Dusty is going to grab the corporate plant. I'm assuming it's slightly root bound because it lives in an office.
Yeah.
Pick it up, swing it in the direction of the armour, and then use mould earth to steal all its dirt and try and gum one of the armours up.
Okay, so you're trying to, like, get inside the armour and just restrain it?
Yeah, just wreck its shit. Like, whoever spent hours and hours oiling that to a pristine piece of working gear. Ruined.
Okay. I'm going to have to work out how I'm going to do this. Because it's immune to being paralysed or petrified. So,
Impose disadvantage on it?
yeah, I think that'll do. So, gonna gum up one of them big metal boys. Okay, we move on to D. You planning to blow your cover anytime soon?
Not yet.
Could you maybe help us turn the alarm off or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna get over to the other pink.
Yep, you're already well over there.
Oh, okay.
What do?
Are there any like buttons or things behind the desk?
Not on the top of the desk.
On top of the desk. I'll just go, hey, can we turn the alarm off? My head hurts.
But we need the guards.
Yeah, but I heard them coming. They'll be here, surely.
Roll persuasion? Oh,
Pink gets what Pink wants.
what did Pink get?
20. Not natural.
I mean, I think unnatural 20 is just fine. So yeah, she's like, oh, fine, and just feels under the desk and press the button, and immediately the alarms stop. You can still hear footsteps from behind.
Thank you. You will also ready the nail file.
Oh!
Duplicitous bitch.
Brilmara, what do?
Now that the alarm's been taken down, I do wonder, do we prioritise getting rid of other Pink? So that our Pink can go, don't worry, it was a false alarm, these two are here for a scheduled meeting, terribly sorry. What can I use spells-wise?
Enthrall.
I don't have the spell slots left. I believe I'm going to go with a Vicious Mockery. So yeah, I'm going to prioritise taking down fake, real Pink behind that desk. So, Wisdom save.
For Pink.
Yeah, for Pink.
14.
That matches my spell save DC. Does that mean...
Ties go to the roller, don't they?
So that's you. Okay, so I do not successfully mock you.
She remains unmocked. So the gummed up set of armour is going to take a swing at Dusty, I guess, as the one who has caused all of this. That's an 11
No.
and a 9.
No.
Okay. A second one is also going to swing at Dusty. 13.
No.
Another 13, so no. Dusty, what do?
Apparently not get hit.
Apparently. So deft.
I mean, I'm assuming there's just like a cloud of pot plant just settling around me. Almost perfect camouflage.
I mean, I assumed you'd used all of the potential camouflage to gum up the thing.
Oh yeah, but like just little motes of pteh in the air.
Okay, yep.
Could I get to the other pink in one turn?
Yes.
Alright. Dusty's going to stride across the office, just take like one nice big circular swing and just bring it down on Pink's head. Does a 23 hit?
A 23 does in fact hit, yeah, funnily enough.
Oh, it's only a 4.
Oh, okay, so you smash her on the top of the head and she, just blood just comes flying out of her nose. But she's not dead. She just looks really dazed.
Quiet's fine.
Which is going to cause her to miss her turn, being really dizzy. I guess then we move back to D.
Oh no! Not my sister. Stab.
Roll that damage.
13?
That doesn't hit.
Dang it.
Pink.
Well,
We're back to Pink, who's now royally ticked off, pulls out her own extra pointy nail file.
uh-oh.
That's a 21 on Dusty.
That does hit.
6 damage.
Oh, all my temporary hit points from eating the guards downstairs.
You know, one of these days I'm going to start introducing much stronger creatures. Then you'll pay. Which brings us to Brilmara.
Let's try and viciously mock again.
Mock that goblin!
Give me that wisdom save.
We're mocking the goblin, yeah?
Oh, again, nothing. I'm having real bad luck with these wisdom rolls. Why have I got such wise goblins?
She's just so confident.
She's got a -1. That was a natural 20.
I suppose the kind of narcissist that has nothing but themself around them.
Okay,
Probably hard to mock.
right.
Listen, mate. That's not insulting.
Your hair sucks.
Your tattoos suck.
Oh.
Reverse mockery. So the animated armour, the gummed up one, is going to take another swing at Dusty. 6
Nah.
and 12.
Nah.
It's not going very well for them, is it?
Nah.
And the second one also takes a swing at Dusty.
Mhm.
12
Nah.
and a 10.
I'm okay, thanks.
It's just untouchable.
You're rolling
is an
really
untouchable
badly.
Can't help it. Look, I rolled well for intelligence. Or wisdom, rather. Yeah. So, moving on to Dusty.
Mm-hmm.
Dusty the Deft.
What would I use to attempt to choke Pink out? Because I don't want them dead, I want to interrogate them.
Like a grapple, I would think.
Okay. 17 at disadvantage.
Okay, you've got her in a headlock. Start squeezing. Roll to squeeze.
What does one roll to squeeze?
D6.
5 to squeeze.
You choke her out cold.
Perfect.
What do
So
you want to do?
wait, Pink is choked out.
Pink is out cold.
Unconscious behind her desk with Dusty, so if Brilmara ducks
Yes.
back here,
Brilmara can do that.
then
Okay. So as you duck back out using the last of your movement, just like 5 or 6 hobgoblins come charging up the stairs, force their way into the room.
The armor's broken.
The armor went off by itself?
And now they're attacking me. Save me!
One of the armors takes a swing at Dusty and just completely misses again. Oh, bloody hell, this ain't right, is it? Right, just, has anyone got a clicker? Where's the clicker? We didn't get an app for this on the Scrytome, and God, it happens so bloody often. They fumble around in a pocket. Meanwhile, the armours are taking multiple swings at Dusty, who's just consistently swinging out of the way. Yeah, you can tell they're on the fritz. They're not normally this inaccurate. Oh, seriously, if they'd been working properly, they'd have fucking killed you by now. There's like a click finally, and the two animated armours return to their positions next to the door. Yeah, you need anything else, love?
Maybe another nail file?
Oh, not your personal assistant, love. And the security guards head out and slam the door behind them. You have defeated my animated armour.
Now we can all breathe after holding our breath under the desk.
So, you are in a room with a door to the stairs, the double doors to the lift that would open up here. There's like a gold standing ashtray to one side of the lift. There's like a really ornate gilded double seat just next to the lift. A little coffee machine just behind the desk. A large scry pad like bolted to the desk, where Pink would have probably played solitaire or something. I don't imagine she did much in the way of work. And then there's like a grand double oaken door with like all these gilded fleur-de-lis in them.
That big double door sure seems like where the final encounter will probably be.
Okay. Dusty is going to tie the unconscious Pink to a chair, their hands so that just the fingertips are showing out from under the rope, and wait for them to come to.
The ashtray, is it real gold?
It's probably brass.
Brass is worth something. Dee's gonna take that.
After a few medicine checks on Pink's part, she comes to again. What's going on?
So, Dusty's going to put one hand over Pink's mouth, with the other hand, get the extra sharp top of the tower Pink nail file, and just slowly start to push it under one fingernail. Now, my Mistress is going to have some questions for you. And you've got 9 of those left, so you're going to answer them now, aren't you? Yeah, and you're not going to scream. You're not going to try anything remotely fucking clever. Good. And he's just going to whip it out, like, really quickly. Now. Remember we said we'd be quiet, didn't we?
Oh, this is brutal.
Head pats.
And Dusty's just going to step back a little bit.
You know, you're not as pretty when you cry.
Oh, fuck.
What do you want?
Do you want to tell us about the spiders?
We're not supposed to talk about the spiders there. They're just a side effect.
We didn't ask if you were supposed to talk about the spiders. We asked for information about the spiders.
Just a side effect.
Mm-hmm.
A side effect of what? The scrytome?
Scrytome, yeah.
Okay. Where would we go to stop this?
In there.
And if we go through that door, are we going to bump into someone that's going to, beat us up or something?
I mean, the boss won't be terribly happy.
It's just the boss through there, no one else.
Well, not just the boss. There's the big spider as well.
Big spider?
It's a big spider.
What's the big spider doing in there?
It's all tied up in it.
Is this... We could untie the spider and it'd be able to go back where it came from, maybe?
I don't know. I just work it. I make coffee and do my nails. Okay. And she looks at her one fucked up nail.
Don't worry, it'll grow back in a few months.
It's better if you have other ones to reference.
Anything else we should be wary of when we go in there?
It's just the boss, the big spider.
What's the boss like?
He's very angry a lot of the time, but he likes coffee.
Okay. Anyone else got any questions?
You can be good and keep everybody else out, can't you?
I mean, if someone else presses the alarm, I don't think I can do a lot. You've already taken most of my HP.
So you're not going to be pressing the alarm yourself, are you?
No,
No? Good.
What'll you say if some people come by?
I don't know nothing. Whatever you want.
I think you can do better than that.
Whatever you want.
Unexpected meeting, right?
Yeah, meeting. Yeah.
Not to be disturbed.
Yeah. They'll know that, like, I'm tied to the chair, though, right?
You don't have to be, if we think that you could help.
Yeah, I'll help.
Mhm.
What you need?
Just be good.
We're having a very important meeting, and no matter what it sounds like, we're not to be disturbed.
Old lady's not to be disturbed. Got it, yeah.
I do have one question. How fucking many of you are there and why?
What do you mean?
You, Pink.
Well, my sisters, isn't it? We all work here.
Okay, and
We've
you'll
been here
have...
since the old days when the last boss was here. Or the big takeover.
quintuplets or something.
Well, there was like 7 or 8 of us.
How many of us are there now?
3. There's my sister who works in the shop at the moment. My sister who's in the lobby downstairs.
Oh,
And me.
I used to be a twin as well.
Yeah.
Dusty's going to walk off as she does the mental maths for that one.
Oh.
So just to check, are you untying her or are you leaving her tied up or what?
Dee will untie her, and then
Okay.
Yeah.
just say that Dusty's gonna come back and check on you. So be good while he's gone, and then just kind of like pat the tender finger, like very roughly, and then kiss her on the head.
D. Right.
Right.
In we go, I suppose.
So you're just gonna head in the office.
Yep. Following Pink D.
Mm-hmm.
Following Pink D. Okay. How are you going about this?
As if being led in for a meeting, maybe?
Okay. So Pink, how are you leading this?
Obviously with coffee.
Oh yeah,
oh
that'd
yeah,
be a good
Dusty's still
idea.
got that cup of tea. We've even got a cup.
Yeah. Well, apparently the boss likes coffee, and there was a coffee machine, so we could probably just fill the teacup up with coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you percolate some fresh coffee. About 5 minutes later, you've got a full fresh pot. It smells amazing.
Cream sugar? How does he take it?
I better do it for you. He'll get really upset if it's wrong. And she puts in like 16 sugars and just a dash of cream while it's being stirred, so it does the little swirly.
Ah,
Right, lead us in, Pink.
all right. Cup of coffee in hand. D Pink will lead you in.
Okay, you head into the office. It's a huge room, like the entire. Basically, with the exception of this little bit, it feels like it's pretty much the entire floor of this floor of the building, just taken up with this huge grand office. Large windows open on every side. You can see more windows going on sort of past it, but there's like a curtain hanging about sort of 2/3 of the way down the room behind like a large desk, and there is a goblin just sitting there.
Well, nonchalantly, Pink will saunter over with the coffee, leading Dusty and Brilmara.
Okay, so you open the door, going through with this beautiful fresh coffee, and there before you is this huge grand room. Sitting behind a large desk in a large back chair, seemingly looking at this large curtained off area, which is like 2/3 of the way down the room from where you are. And as you enter, the chair starts to turn, and then the credits roll. Thank you very much for joining us. I have been the mistress of this dungeon. I am Jane Aerith Magnet. I can be found on Twitter and YouTube as Maniac Janiac. I'm on SoundCloud as Jane Aerith Magnet, where you might be listening to this now. I'm also on stonemonkeyradio.blog, where I write things, twitch.tv/Janiac, where I stream on Tuesday and Thursday nights, janiac.redbubble.com, where you can get one of my fantastic t-shirts, and patreon.com/stonedmonkeyradio. As little as $1 a month would be super helpful.
Hi, this is Nick, and you can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and stream at the Nick Flair. And if you'd like to read some media analysis and self-reflections that I'm writing, you can follow my blog at storieswithnick.blog.
I'm Laura. You can find me at Laura K. Buzz everywhere on the internet. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Patreon. That's the one that pays the bills. LauraKBuzz.com. I do a series on YouTube every Friday called Accessibility, where I talk about video game industry accessibility and representation. I've got a bunch of books. There's Uncomfortable Labels, which is out now. It's about being gay and trans. There is Things I Learned from Mario's Butt, which is coming out on February 4th. It's an illustrated, silly and serious coffee table book of video game character butt reviews. And there's Gender Euphoria, which is an anthology of non-cisgender people's stories of euphoric moments they had in regard to their gender, which is going to be out at some point in the future when it's written. There's also podcasts. There's Pixel Squirt, which is a video game pornography discussion podcast with Mari and Stacey from Geek Remix. There's Dice Funk, which is another D&D podcast. I'm on seasons 3, 4, 5, 6, and season 7. They're all self-contained seasons. And there's Podquisition, where we talk about whether your favourite video games are great or perfect.
I'm Becky. I can be found as @Becky2ill on Twitter. The last series that we recorded, Badly Designated Heroes, can be found under Curiosity Epidemic on SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts.
See you again sometime. Oh, bye!
Bye.